When I wanted him to win, and like I said, I still do. When I wanted him to win, I was like, you know what? When he's winning, we all win. And he makes sure that we all are winning if he's winning. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Fatimah, Coach Fatimah, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships and co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. Now, in this video, I want to discuss a topic that was brought to my attention. And the question that was asked to me specifically was, did I want my husband to win in polygyny? And my answer was, yes, I do. And I still do. And I did. You know, when you're sitting in someone else's decision or you're sitting in your husband's decision to marry again, it's super duper easy to be so upset that you want his marriage to fail, the subsequent marriage. Now, I like logic, and my logical self had to say, look, you want your marriage to win, right? And a lot of people say, well, of course you do. You're supposed to be there. You're the one that was the first wife and all this stuff. And I learned very quickly not to let other people's crap become my possession. So I had to think, I'm a practicing Muslim over 20 plus years, and I knew that this was an option. So I had the option to either support him in it or make it extremely difficult. And I didn't want to do that. I thought to myself, I said, you know what, Fatimah, do you really want him to succeed? Do you really want him to win? And then I thought of the children that he has. And I said, why would I want his children to come from brokenness? I don't want mine to come from brokenness. I don't want my house to be broken. So I can't want or desire that for somebody else's house. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. I'd made a clear-cut decision many years ago that I was going to provide myself with some peace. And I was also going to support the fact that this was going to make him more, as he says. And I wasn't going to stand in the way of that timeline. I wasn't going to stand in the way of his blessings. I wasn't going to stand in the way of his test. I have enough in my own individual life as a wife, a mother, and an entrepreneur, you know, versus spending my days trying to figure out how to mess with him or make him not succeed in polygyny. I wanted to be able to edify him in polygyny. I still do. I still do. I still want him to win. And I was with a client last week, and she said, you know, I never thought about wanting my husband to win. Just want to give you all a heads up on my group coaching. I'm so excited about it. So many of you have asked about it. And if you're on a wait list, make sure that you sign up to be on my wait list for group coaching by visiting coachfatimah.com to register for that. It's so exciting. I have so many different things to share with you all. If you want to level up and meet the champion within, please join and become a part of the wait list. I'll see you guys soon. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Sometimes we're so used to dealing with our own stuff, we don't have time to think about anyone else's heartache, heartbreak, headache. We don't have time. We don't make time. Sometimes we don't want to make time. We don't want to understand. And I wanted to understand because my du'as were, give me knowledge, give me understanding so that I may become better myself. I offered that dua every day because I wanted him to win. I never wanted him to lose. I said, I've never known him to do anything halfway, kind of, sort of. And if he ever has, he's made amends for it and he's corrected whatever that he did that might have failed. And we're all learning. I had to learn that. I'm not just going through polygyny. Polygyny is happening to everyone that's involved. So I don't have the privilege to rob someone of their feeling, their experience, or whatever the case may be. I don't want the privilege. I don't want that kind of power. So my power lies in being as supportive as I can, but what makes it easy for me personally is that I have a husband and I have a co-wife that are doing the same thing. We're all doing our work. Although we're coaches, we all have to do our work every single day. So that's why we give you so many, we offer so much advice here on YouTube and on Facebook about the subject of polygyny and the ups and downs, the highs and lows. But wanting your husband to win is an honorable deed. If he's the man for the job and he's doing king things, it's okay. It makes it easier. When I wanted him to win, and like I said, I still do. When I wanted him to win, I was like, you know what? When he's winning, we all win. And he makes sure that we all are winning if he's winning. That's part of family. That's part of togetherness. That's part of doing the work we always talk about. That's part of investing in emotional intelligence, like my co-wife was speaking about on our past trainings. That those things are important, because if you're emotionally intelligent, it makes you think about someone else. It makes you understand what they're going through as well. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. And please do not compare our chapter 1, your chapter 1 or our chapter 12, because it's just not fair. You got to have time. There's got to be a learning curve for everyone. And if a good man hasn't figured out certain things yet, he needs to have time to figure things out. Healthy boundaries, healthy intentions on the relationship. Are such blessings, and they help you when you want your husband to win. Make it a little bit easier on yourselves, each other, yourself individually, by making the right decisions and having the right intentions when you're communicating. And if you feel bad about something, if something's bothering you, sit down and have a hard doggone conversation instead of sitting up thinking somebody can read your mind, because they can't read your mind. He can't read your mind. He can't fix you. But wanting him to win means so much. If you carry that right in your heart, it means so much. I had to make that decision. Remember, I said that earlier. Do I want him to win, or do I want him to lose at it? I didn't want him to lose at it, because losing is losing the relationships that are worth having. You feel that brokenness, and your children feel that brokenness. Now, things happen, things don't work out, marriages don't work out, and you have to go. And that's okay, because that's allowed. You might sometimes have to make the ultimate decision. So, just ask yourself honestly, do you want your husband to win in polygyny? And if you don't, find at least 3 things about his character to be grateful for. I have my 3. I have my 3, and I celebrate those things every single day. I'm going to keep those 3 things to myself because I'm minding my marriage. But yes, think of 3 things that you're grateful for. If you are married to a good man who's trying, shout out to the kings and the men that are really trying hard to think of what the best practice is in the situation in their marriages. So if you are or know someone that is interested in coaching or counseling, make sure you visit outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/store. And also follow us on our social medias if you aren't already. So on IG, we're Outstanding Relationships, and on YouTube and Facebook, we're Outstanding Personal Relationships. I'm going to leave you guys with a little GLC like I always do. Make sure you're growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's Coach Fatimah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways outstanding personal relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and also Clubhouse under our names.
And make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com and sign up for our email list. And there you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when it comes to coaching or counseling, if you want to work with us one-on-one or in group settings, make sure you're on that website and reach out to us, because we do have very limited spots and we usually have a wait list. So with that being said, GLC.
Make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.